Hi everyone, I just thought I'd record another hopefully quick solo video to reflect on last week, which was a crazy week for me. And then, the solo video that you saw from me last week, that was me at my most extreme. I'm more in my normal calm version of myself this week. I'm on holiday. I've settled down, got back into running, and I'm feeling more like myself. Just wanted to reflect on last week and talk about my future maybe a bit. With last week, I had a cold, and that's not a massive thing, but it does exacerbate, or not exacerbate, it heightens the symptoms, some of my symptoms of autism. For example, my sensitivity, my emotional sensitivity, my hypersensitivity to like sound, just a teaspoon hitting a glass is just horrible for me when I've got a cold, and my oversharing, and like I wouldn't have done all the things that I did last week if I didn't have a cold and sleep deprivation. But I'm glad I did it because of the messages and the comments I've had. So I feel like I would have deleted the solo video that I recorded if I hadn't had all that response. So I'm glad I did it. But what can I say? With going forward, it felt like the right thing to try and raise awareness for autism, raise awareness of autism. I've just started reading a book about from Pierre Novelli called "Why Can't I Just Enjoy Things?" And he seems like he is in a similar situation to me, or he was a couple of years ago when he realised he had autism, because he was in a good place in life, and he had a platform because he's a comedian. He already had some following, and he could use his following to raise awareness. Because a lot of people, when they find out they're autistic, and maybe at a difficult point in their life, if they've lived as undiagnosed for a long time, maybe they're going through mental health problems. For me, when I found out, I was in the best period of my life, really. I just felt very sorry for me as a kid who had such a difficult time. It could have gone differently if I'd maybe gone into a different half of the year group at school and made friends with a nicer group. We could have had a much easier time. I just got quite unlucky in some aspects as a kid, but I feel so fortunate to be where I am in the FPL community, to have this platform, and I realised that autism has helped me do what I do with the spreadsheets and the schedule, and I feel so happy that I'm doing it, and it doesn't require much from me. So I should use it as positive, raise awareness about autism, because the more people who realise they're autistic and tell people or get a diagnosis, the more the numbers will go up. We're not making it up. When you watch videos, there's so many different traits. It's not just a specific thing. It's the sensory stuff, the sounds, the light, the noise, the smells. It's the social anxiety. It's the communication stuff. It's the repetitive emotions like the stimming and the special interests. It's like three different things going on at the same time, multiple things. I haven't been like typing into Google autism and then a thing that's weird about me. I've been watching videos and seeing traits. For example, I've noticed when people watch my podcasts that I do occasionally, they've said, "Why is Ben's voice so soft? And what's his accent?" Like they can't pick out where I'm from. And then I watched a video on autism last week, which has said autistic people often have soft voices and unspecific accents. So that was weird when I noticed that, and explains everything. There's so many examples of that where I just watch a video and just like, oh wow, that's me. So I'll just encourage you, if you've always felt a bit different, to just look at my long tweet that I put the other last week. Look at the resources at the bottom, the YouTube channels, and the test you can do online, and maybe think about getting a diagnosis. You don't have to share it with the world if you find out you're autistic, but maybe you'll just do it in private, and yeah, hopefully we can make the world a better place for autistic people together. Okay, looking forward to doing more solo videos, maybe about FPL as well, when the season starts. Okay, bye.